good one, Bob.
Yeah, it should be good. Interesting as you hear Coach Grisdale. Something that jumps out at me is they're giving up almost 52 points a game, and usually old Poland teams they give about in the 40s. So I think that's what he's probably upset about with his defensive team.
Poland controls the tap. They'll work right to left. Dan Black on top of the three ball, and he drains it just like that. 3-0 Poland. Fitch in, Poland in a man-to-man. Pangio out high. Off to DeFrancisco. Top of the key. To his left, back to his right. Passes right side to Poland. Deep in the wing. Guarded by Burkert. Down low to Pangio, and his shot is swatted out of bounds by Duarte. Fitch ball baseline in. Poland gets it into Beanie. Hands it back to Bullen. He'll dribble out point right. Guarded by Gaidos. Bullen off a screen. Picked up on the switch by Duarte. Passes off to Beanie. Back to Bullen. Right in the lane. They blow it dead. And he's grabbed, making the move. And it goes on Dixon. First foul of the game. Fitch ball again. Trailing 3-0. Baseline in. Carr gets it out front to Bullen. Between the circles. Comes to his left. Back to his right. Picked up by Gaidos. Coming down to a minute gone here in the first quarter. Double team out in front. Bullen deals it off to DeFrancisco left wing. He looks to clear. Picked up by Black. They go low left to Pangio. Up and in off the glass.
Stuff like that. A little bit of a breakdown there. They looked like they had everybody covered. And then Pangio able to find the baseline for the easy shot.
Bulldogs working on the man-to-man. Duarte inside. He plugs it in off the window. 5-2. Bulldogs on top. And then they won the first meeting over at Fitch. Pangio down low right. Sticks it. Anthony Pangio, they're going to need him tonight playing big. He's got 4. 5-4. Poland on top. Black out on top. 3 for 3. Chunks that one no good. Tapped up and pulled down by DeFrancisco. Fitch back the other way. Carr on the left side. Dribble, spin move, low left, up and shot, blocked again by Duarte. Back the other way, outlet up the right side. And it's intended for Burkert. And Bullen steps in. And it's tapped out of bounds on the sideline. Last touch by Burkert. Tonight's Poland basketball brought to you in part by State Farm Insurance Agent Jan Cephalou, the official sponsor of Poland Bulldogs basketball here on 570. Fitch in. They trail 5-4, and they blow it dead. Traveling is the call. So Gaidos will walk it up. We're at 5:50 first quarter. Into the front court. Black on the left side. Goes low left to Duarte. That door's shut. DeFrancisco picks him up. They work it around on the right wing to Dixon. Shoots and scores. And that's a triple.
Yeah, he's another guy who's having a kind of a quiet season. He's playing very well, but just not really stepping her up, and that was just a nice 3.
8-4. Poland on top. Here are the Falcons working on the man-to-man. Beanie on the left side. Guarded by Gaidos, and they're going to say he stepped out of bounds. Pressure pays off. Biggest lead. Poland up 8-4. 5:15. First quarter. Bulldogs work the offense. Burkert coming right to left. Now back to his right. Bounces right side to Duarte. Back to Burkert. Now the guy is between the circles. He's picked up by Bullen. He gives him space. Setting it up. Gives it off to Black. On the dribble. He deals it to Duarte. Front right. Now to Burkert. Left side. Pours. Can't score on the 3. And a rebound down on a good box out by Fitch back the other way. Poland works it up the floor in the middle. Comes to his right. In the tall store. Puts it up. And it bounces in. Jake Poland. Makes it 8-6. Poland quickly back the other way. Here's Dixon slashing for the captain. He's got it. Fitch calls a timeout. We'll take a 30-second break. 4:26 to play first quarter. It's Poland 10, Fitch 6. Here on 570 WKBN. back in Poland. Jim Evans along with Bob Cavalier. Hey, you'll be able to see tonight's game starting next week. Tuesday, 10:30. That's on Armstrong 20 and 100. And then other times after that, so check your guide. And as always, check out Loose Change, a new episode coming up as I had the opportunity to sit down with basketball coach Bob Larica. Here are the Falcons trailing 10-6 and beating on the right side. Drains a triple. 10-9 Poland, and as the Bulldogs work it to their end, they blow it dead away from the ball. And we have a push-off and a forearm check called on Jake Burns now in the game. His first, team second. Poland, Mike Gaidos, along with Nick Romeo,
Wilson,
Matt Baker, Austin Wilson, and Burns. Carr against pressure, races up the right side. Fitch end. Pass off to Pangio and the key back to Carr. Pours. Can't score from the right side on the three. Rebound down to Baker. Brings it back down the left sideline. Pulls up and passes back to Romeo. 10-9, Poland on top. Romeo dribbles center circle. He'll be guarded by Carr. Off a screen. Comes to his left. Pass off to Baker. Front right. Picked up by DeFrancisco. Now to Wilson. Left arc. Scoops it off to Baker. Coming out on the right side. Now to Romeo between the circles. Coming down to 3:30 to play first quarter. Burns has it now. 10-9, Poland on top. Now it goes to Baker, top of the key. Now to Mike Gaidos. Looks for the cutter, working on the man-to-man. Deals it off to Wilson, front right. Passes left side to Romeo. Dribbles top of the key. He gives it up to Burns. Burns guarded by Pangio. Now to Baker. 3 for 3. Got it. Patient, working for the shot.
Yeah, I was just going to say they're very patient on the offensive end. They kind of wear you down a little bit just with their passing, and you just leave them, give them a little bit of an edge. That time they left Baker open, and he hit the three.
13-9, Poland on top. They've led the entire way. 2:55 first quarter. Here are the Falcons. Carr, right of the key. Hands it off the ball and from right to left. He's picked up by Wilson. Has a point left. Takes it down on the wing. Pass off to Carr. Deep left wing. Now he drives to the basket in traffic. And we'll have a blocking foul on the Bulldogs. And it goes on Burns. That's his second. Team third. We can see the officials with the calls today sitting downstairs.
Yeah, it was a nice view. We were actually going to be on the other side of the court. They changed their mind.
And as Fitch gets it in, they're going to call an offensive foul. Who'd they get?
They got DeFrancisco.
His first, team first.
Both teams shooting very well right now as Poland does a line change.
13-9. Original starters back in. With Coach Grisdale. Blackout on top. Trey on the way. Rim glass, no. Cleared off by Pangio. Had a good look. Pitch back the other way they're in. Pull under the front court. Dribbles to his left. Hands it off to Carr. Coming left to right. Takes it right in the lane. Cut off. Fangio at the line. Deals it off to DeFrancisco, and it's stolen by Duarte. Hands it off to Nick Gaidos. Roars down the middle, steps on the brakes, pass left corner. Dixon shakes his guy as he drives to the basket. And they blow it dead, and we'll call the Falcons. Carr for the push. And that's his first, team second. Here's Derek Gunner in the ball game for Fitch. Carr sits down.
And Carr missed last week's game. He was out with the cold. So.
Yeah, he did see action, but he didn't start. Burkett in the key on the curl. Shoots. Can't score. Back of the rim. And another rebound for Pangio. 2 minutes to play. First quarter. Poland by 4. 13-9. Poland walks it up in the front court. Picked up by Burkett. Comes to his right. Deals it off in the lane to DeFrancisco. In traffic, turns, shoots, can't score from 6. And it's yanked down by Dixon. Tom brings it back down the middle. Lob to the basket, in tight. Duarte kicks it off left corner. Black for the three. Up. Rim flat. Loose underneath. And it's picked up by Pangio. Bola will walk it up. Fitch in. Ball out in front. Guarded by Burkett. Bounce to the right corner to Gunner. Gunner puts it down once to Pangio in the key. Deals it on the left side. The Bullen drives to the basket. Reverse scoop. Got it. Great move by Jake Bullen. 13-11.
That was all he could do. He went baseline, and he looked like he was going to get open, and all of a sudden he just went underneath and did a good job of using the hoop to his advantage.
Pulling in and Tate Duarte down on the floor in the lane.
It looked like he rolled his ankle.
He may have done that as a stop play. Let's take a 30-second break. 1:07 first quarter. Pulling up on Fitch, 13-11 here on 570 WKBN. Back at Poland. Bulldogs leading it on Fitch. It's been a good one here so far. 13-11. We're at 1:07 in the first quarter. Tate Duarte rolled his ankle, and he's being helped off the floor. We're not able to put all his weight on that. He has to be assisted in the locker room, so hopefully he'll be able to shake that off. We'll see him again. And a nice gesture by Brian Beanie going on the floor, giving him a pat. And here's Poland with Kyle Dixon on the right side, draining a three. Dixon off to a good start with 8. 16-11. Bulldogs, biggest lead. 45 seconds to go. First quarter. Fitch works the offense. Beanie in the right corner, picked up by Nick Guidos. Beanie dribbles baseline, kicks it out in the key to Pangio. Shoots, scores. Anthony Pangio with 6. 16-13. Back the other way. And Dan Black out in front, call for travel. Nightline Embroidery and Screen Print will customize just about anything with your logos or artwork. Stop by at 16 West Liberty Street, Girard, or call 545-8108. That's Nightline Embroidery and Screen Print. Jim Evans, Bob Gavalier, 27.5 seconds to go. First quarter, 16-13. Pulling on top. Beanie and Jared Burkett kind of getting in each other's grills before the inbound. That's
that looks like
Ryan, the player, not
maybe,
the coach.
Maybe in the off season they may play together or something like. Sometimes
it's Brian Jr.
These guys spend a lot of time together in the summer. The teams usually scrimmage together, so they know each other very well.
Fitch in, going to work for the last shot. Gunner out between the circles, hands it off to Bowen. 10 seconds, first quarter. Bowen. Taps the rack, scoops it up, won't go. Pangio with the board, trying to go back up, and he hits the deck. And do we have a jump ball? What do they call? Nope. They have a bloody nose.
No, they call a jump ball.
Okay.
And Fitch is going to keep it.
Well, Bullen took a shot.
Yeah, he
has a
there's a lot of stuff going on.
So he steps off the floor.
Bowen comes out with a bloody nose. They didn't call a jump ball, and Fitch got the arrows in Fitch's favor. So they're going to get it with 2 seconds left.
2.5, and now they have to mop up the floor. Pizza Hut sponsors this season's 50-50 giveaway, and all you have to do is enter the 50-50 drawing at any of our local game broadcast sites for your chance to win a Pizza Hut coupon. You have that covered tonight, right, Bob?
Yes, I do. Oh, yeah.
You were told to take care of it.
I was told to take care. I'm in charge.
And, of course, Quality Pet Market is the official sponsor of Fitch Falcons basketball here on WKBN. Quality Pet Market, located inside the Weston Plaza, Austin South. Fitch ball into Pangio, hands it off to Beanie left side. As time winds down, they don't get a look to take a shot. And that will do it for our first quarter. With Poland on top. We head to the second. Bulldogs lead it on Fitch. 16-13 here on the Baird Brothers Game of the Week on 570 WKBN.
Enjoy the convenience of home phone service from Armstrong. Armstrong Telephone delivers reliability you can't get with a cell phone. All your calling is one low monthly price. No confusing rate plan. Your favorite calling features are included. Check out the exclusive online management tools. Set call forwarding, do not disturb, and more. You can even have your voicemail sent to your email. For great savings, bundle television, telephone, and internet. Armstrong. One wire, infinite possibilities.
All right, we're all set for the second quarter for Poland. Bulldogs leading it on Fitch, 16-13. Jim Evans along with Bob Gavalier. Poland ball side in. And into the ball game for Fitch now.
Jalen
Sanders. As Jake Poland had to leave the floor with a nosebleed. And Gunner almost with the steal on Guidos. Can't collect it. He knocks it out of bounds, so it's Fitch ball.
And Poland got to thank the ref for that.
Or check that Poland ball.
Like, Fitch did a good job poking that away, and it bounced off the ref, bounced out of bounds.
Guidos works out front, left-hand dribble, now back to his right. Working on Sanders, gives it off to Burkert. Makes his move left of the key to Dixon. Off the screen on the left side, backs up between the circles. Takes Gunner in the lane, now off to Baker. Right corner, shoots the three and hits it. You got a 6'5" guy out there draining the big triples. What an advantage that is. 6-point lead for Poland. Biggest advantage of the game. Quickly, Brian Beanie calls a timeout. He's not happy. Let's take a 30-second break early on second quarter. Poland leading Fitch 19-13 on 570 WKBF. Well, after the Fitch timeout, Falcons ball. Sanders will bring it up. Midcourt pressure by the Bulldogs. They go to defenses, go down low. Pangio on the cut, and he plugs it in. Great work. 8 for Pangio, 19-15.
Yeah, good play coming out of the break, and he's just more upset with his defense. That time they left a couple of guys all alone, and their difference right now in this game is Poland hitting threes right now. They have 5 threes right now in the game.
Well, they have an unforced error here with a 4-point lead as Dixon just lost the ball working in front of the Fitch bench. So it's Falcons basketball. A minute gone here in the second quarter. Here's that midcourt box and one. Falcons negotiate. And Gunner on the left side all alone for the triple. Flat. Bounces out in front. Scramble. And we have a jump ball. And it will be Fitch. So Jalen Sanders in for Jake Bowen. Well, no sooner I say that, here's Bowen. Gunner will sit down. Sanders stays on the floor along with DeFrancisco, Carr, and Pangio.
Well, not too bad. I thought he'd out with this thing stuffed up his nose and all that.
Romeo and Burkert out mid-court as they almost come up with a steal, but Pangio gets it back. Goes low right block to Carr, is called for traveling. Poland with Dixon, Black, Romeo, Baker, and Burkert. They lead it by 4, 19-15.
That time they had a good move. Carr hesitated oh so slightly, and you do that to a good Poland team, that's what's going to happen. They're going to come out and find you right away.
Bulldogs working on the man-to-man. Dixon left wing. Spin move left lane. Turns, shoots, can't score off the glass rim and down to Pangio. Fitch back the other way. Bowen out in front on the dribble. Pass off to Sanders, front left, back to Bowen. Now on the right side it goes to Carr. Carr works on Burkert. Passes right corner to Pangio. Now low right to Carr, taken away by Black. Poland in transition. Black to Burkert, coming to the right side, lays it up. Short. Fight for the rebound. Baker gets it back up. Nope. Bowen comes down with it. And we have a tie-up and a jump ball. Possession Poland. 5:50 first half. Bulldogs ball baseline in. Romeo gets it into Black. Front right. Pass off to Burkert on the curl. Top of the key. Down to Romeo. Throws it away. Pick off by Pangio. Here come the Falcons. And again, Poland in an extended zone. They're working on the perimeter. Carr on the left side. Off on the right side to Bowen. The Sanders hits the floor. Bowen dribbles into the right corner. Double team. Whips it out in front to Carr. In the lane on the cut to Pangio. Can't handle it out of bounds, but it's last touch by Baker. So it's Fitch ball.
That time Pangio was trying to make a move before he had the basketball and got helped out by Baker that time.
Call gets it into Bowen, and he drains the three. Jake Bowen with 7. 19-18. After Poland had led by as much as 6 here early in the second quarter. Romeo to Burkert, pours and can't score on the 3, in and out. And it bounces down to Bowen. Dribbles into the front court. Pass to Carr. To Pangio inside the free throw line. Guns are good. Anthony Pangio with 10. 20-19, Fitch with its first lead. Here's Poland, Black low left in his office, plugs it in, he's fouled, plus tax. And it goes on DeFrancisco.
That's going to be his second.
Team third. And here's Dan Black stepping up with 5 points. Trying for the three-point play as Poland regains the lead. Dip steals. Bounces around, no good. Carr way up for the rebound. 1 point, Poland advantage. 4:35 first half. Fitch works the offense on the zone. Xander's on the right side. Gives it up to DeFrancisco in the right corner. Checked by Dixon. Bounce off to Pangio. Low right in the tall store. Puts it on the left hand and draws the fouls. It bounces off. No good. And he'll shoot 2. And it goes on Black. That's his first. Team 5th. 21-20. Poland on top. Here's Anthony Pangio shooting 2. Flexes fires good. Great first half for the 6'4 junior. In with 11 points now. Again, averaging 14.2, so he's ahead of schedule. The tie to 21. Pangio looks it over. Shoots short. Bryce Hall in the ball game, almost with the rebound for Fitch, but it comes up loose, knocked out of bounds. Poland ball. Bryce Hall, 6'3 junior. In for Fitch. Poland in. Dixon. Center circle. Works on Sanders. Hands it off to Guidos. Behind the back dribble to Dixon in the left corner. Pours. Scores the triple. Kyle Dixon with 11.
Yeah, the whole thing, that was a penetration by the guards, and that's pretty much their offense. They penetrate. Everybody else flies to the wings, and that's what happened. Dixon was all alone in the wing as they double-teamed the inside.
Here are the Falcons trailing 24-21. Pangio on the right of the lane has it knocked away, and it will be Fitch ball. Beanie back in the game. 3:43. First half. And again, you can see tonight's game starting next Tuesday night, 10:30 on Armstrong 20 and 100. And another time follow. Ball's into Bullen. Off to Pangio right arc. Passes out front left to Beanie. Now to Bullen. Point right. Pulling back in the man-to-man defense. Bounce off to Sanders now. To Pangio. Low right off to Beanie coming to the left side. Up with the shot from 10 flat. And rolls off to Nick Guidos. Guidos walks into the front court. Deals it off to Burkert. To Black. Back to Burkert. And Nick Guidos in the right corner is called for travel. He drags the pivot foot. 3:07 first half. 24-21. Poland on top.
And Poland staying in that 2-3 zone. And first couple trips down, Fitch figured it out, but Poland is able to adjust here and figure out what they're doing. So good.
Well, they went man-to-man that last sequence. Now they're back in the zone. And as Beanie loads up the 3 ball in the right corner, they blow it dead before the shot and call an offensive foul. And the foul goes on Bryce Hall, his first, team 4th. You can hear Coach Beanie not happy with that call.
They thought it was a moving pick. I don't think they were too happy with that.
Nick Guidos into the front court, hands it off to Dixon, Poland end. Dixon works on Sanders, takes him to the key. He hands it off to Burkert coming right to left. Scoops it off to Guidos. Nick Guidos with Mike Guidos in the game as well. Burkert has it now. Dribbles out between the circles. Moves to his right. Whips it off to Nick Guidos. And Poland calls a timeout. Let's take a 30-second break. 2:32 to play in the first half. Poland leading Fitch 24-21. Here on the Band Brothers Game of the Week on 570 WKBN. Back in Poland, this All-American Conference Red Division matchup. Poland leading Fitch 24-21. Jim Evans along with Bob Gavalier. Poland ball. Guidos into Burkert. Back to Mike Guidos. Plays catch with Dixon. Now it goes to Nick Guidos. Point right. Back to Dixon on the right side. Double team Kick it out high to Mike Gaidos to Burkett to the left corner. 3 Bills. Nope, can't cash it. Slapped around. Picked up by Dixon. Pass inside. Knocked away by Pangio. Picked up by Sanders. He brings it back the other way and has it poked away from behind out of bounds. It stays with the Falcons. 2:09 to go, first half. And it remains 24-21 Bulldogs. Bolo will get it in, baseline.
That pitch came out in the 2-3 zone and kind of baffled Poland for a little while. They finally found the open look, but Burkett couldn't hit it.
Rolls it out front to Gunner, who gives it off to Sanders. He'll hand it back to Bowen. To Gunner on the left side, back to Bowen. Now to Sanders, front right. As they work around on the top on the zone. Sanders making his move, and he's called for traveling on the right wing. .151 first half. Here's Matt Baker back in for the Bulldogs. Mike Gaidos sits down. And again, the Bulldogs go on without Tate Duarte, one of their starters who rolled an ankle earlier in the quarter.
Well, that's why we're seeing Baker a little bit more than we usually do.
Pulling in with Gaidos. Passes off to Burkett to the left side. Lob back out to Gaidos. Whips it right side to Dixon. And they'll play catch. Now Dixon takes it down low right wing. Wheels it back out in front to Gaidos, to Burkett, to Baker, left baseline. To Burkett. They'll just play catch on the zone.
Yeah, they may just run the clock down and play for the last shot here.
Well, we're at 1:20 to go in the first half. And they're burning it, leading by 3. 24-21. Baker on the right baseline, almost lost it, saved it back in. Burkett, or Dixon, pardon me, dribbling right to left now to Black. 3 ball, front right won't go, and it bounces down to Bowen. Here are the Falcons. Pulling out point left. Under a minute to play, first half. Pulling on Gaidos. Takes him down on the left wing. Passes off low left block to Pangio in his office. Loses the ball out of bounds. And it's last touch on the strip by Black. Pitch ball. 46.6 to play. First half. Pitch ball baseline in. Moving out front to Bowen off the screen. Takes the top of the key. No shot. To Sanders. To Pangio right of the key. Left side to Gunner. Tries to shake Baker. Deals it off to Bowen. Bowen on the dribble. Goes to the goal. Puts it up and in off the glass. Jake Bowen.
That was a tough shot because he got bumped going up by Gaidos. And
24-23. Pulling in. Sanders with the steal. Back the other way. And lays it up. No good. And it rolls off to Burkett. Pulling in transition. Quickly back up the floor. Dixon left side. Unloads the 3. Won't go. Rebound Gaidos to Baker. Up with the shot. Block. Comes down to the Falcons. DeFrancisco picks it up. 6 seconds to go, first half. Bowen crossed the timeline out in front. He's bumped and fouled by Burkett with 2.4 to play.
Pretty impressive there.
A lot of stuff happened there, but nothing happened.
There he got bumped, and he still put the shot up afterwards, almost made it.
So it's Fitch ball.
2.4 left.
With his first foul. 16 foul. So it's just a pass and shoot here. Pass, catch, and shoot.
Yep.
And they'll do it across the floor.
I look for maybe Bowen to come off the screen to take a 3 up top.
Carr will get it in. To the DeFrancisco, to Bowen. Way out in front, and he shoots at the buzzer, no good. Back of the iron, and that will do it for a great first half. Again, Quality Pet Market, the name tells you all you need to know for a healthier pet. Quality Pet Market, the official sponsor of Fitch Falcons basketball here on 570 WKBN. We are at the break. It's Poland 24, Fitch 23 on the Bear Brothers Game of the Week on 570 WKBN.
Armstrong Television is bringing you more amazing possibilities than ever. Look for more channels, more high definition, and more choices on demand. We're your whole home solution. Enjoy Armstrong On Demand's room-to-room viewing, or record and share programs with our multi-room PVR with hundreds of hours of recording space. And take Armstrong TV anywhere, on your laptop, tablet, or handheld. Rethink television and explore amazing possibilities with Armstrong.
Armstrong local programming features our community like no one else. Meet your friends and neighbors at special events. Find the perfect pet. Celebrate our region's rich history or enjoy our natural wonders. Armstrong local programming is available online, on demand, and on your local Armstrong channel. Find the complete program schedule at ArmstrongOneWire.com. Local programming exclusively from Armstrong. One Wire, infinite possibilities.
Next week, we'll be back here on Friday night. Before that, Bob and I will be at Girard on Tuesday for the Indians, who are having a great year. They'll take on Lakeview. And then Friday, again, back here with Poland at home with Canfield. And that monster rivalry.
Yeah, it's going to be a big one. And then Lakeview, Girard, that middle, what do they call it, the white, whatever division. I think the white division.
Red, white, blue.
Right now,
yeah, that's the
Jefferson, the one leading the way in that one. But
yeah,
Girard and Girard Lakeview right behind them. So that should be a good one.
Well, as we get the third quarter going, Fitch working the ball, and it's knocked out of bounds, and the Falcons stay with it. So they get it in Pangio, left side. Looks to clear. Now he'll dribble in traffic, loses it, gets it back. Poland in a man-to-man. Falcons working right to left.
Going to injure Duarte. Is going to sit out the rest of this game. So.
And Pangio taking it down low, left on the cut. Up with the shot on Burns, won't go. Carr picks it up. They reset. Carr to the basket, up with the shot. Blocked by Burns. Picked up by Nick Gaidos. Sends it down the floor to Burkert. Hashtag Deuce Poland. (26-23). Poland with a lead. Again, they have led by as much as 6. Fitch with a 1-point lead. And the Falcons get sloppy and throw the ball away. And then the Bulldogs return the favor as they try and bust it back the other way. And a loose ball ends up with a foul.
And
a push on Beanie. That's his first, team first. Sanders checks in for Fitch. Zach Carr sits down. Poland ball baseline in, they're in. Gaidos into Dixon. Deep left wing. No shot. Deals it off to Gaidos out in front. Off to Burkert, coming right to left. Now pass off to Dixon, front left. Backdoor whip to Burkert, goes reverse. On the layup, won't go. Slapped around and knocked out of bounds. Poland with Burns, Burkert, Nick Gaidos, Dixon, and Black. Fitch with Beanie, DeFrancisco, Pangio, Sanders. And who am I missing? They get everybody. Poland. 26-23, Poland.
Poland's doing actually a good job on Dixon now. Has guarded him ever since Dixon hit a couple threes there. They switched off.
Gaidos shooting the three, won't go. And they blow it dead on the rebound.
I think they're going to DeFrancisco clearing out.
Yep. That's his third. Team second. Bulldogs ball, baseline in. Into Dixon. Tries the baseline, and he's called for traveling. We've had a lot of that tonight. 6:33, third quarter. Long way to go. 26-23. Poland on top. And the Bulldogs coming 9-2, 6-1 in the league, right behind Warren Harding. Raiders are 8-0. And Beanie, Fitch in, dribbles into the lane, and he's grabbed and fouled. Push, actually, on Dixon.
He is second. And 2 weeks.
First.
2 weeks. Harding's coming here to Poland.
Yeah.
That should be a good one on the 6th of February.
DeFrancisco is called for traveling on the inbound.
Already up to 9 turnovers now.
A lot of unforced errors.
And look at this third quarter. Very sloppy to start this third quarter. Both teams coming out here.
Poland by 3. Nick Gaidos walks it up into the front court. Guarded by Sanders. Off on the right side to Burkert. On the baseline to Black. Back out on top to Gaidos. Whip left side to Dixon. 3 bills. Money! That's what they're looking for. Dixon with 14. Brian Beanie calls timeout as the Bulldogs match their biggest lead from the first half. We'll take a 30-second timeout. 29-23. Poland leading Fitch here on 570 WKBN. Falcons along with Bob Cavalier. 5:57, third quarter, 29-23. Poland leading Fitch. And again, our third quarter brought to you by Baird Brothers Fine Hardwoods. Traditional craftsmanship, timeless style. Poland with a 5-0 scoring edge here to start the third quarter, to expand their lead to 6 again. Led by a point at the break. It'll be Fitch ball, backcourt in.
Big chip here for Fitch. They need to get something going here. They haven't scored here in this third quarter.
Sanders into the front court working on Nick Gaidos. Deals on the left side to Beanie. Down low left to DeFrancisco. And as he makes the move to the basket, he's grabbed a foul. And it goes on Dixon.
That's going to be a big one. That's going to be
that's his third. Team's second. Angio will get it in baseline for the Falcons, fronted by Dixon. Comes into ball in left corner. DeFrancisco in the lane, has it stripped, loose out in front. Black picks it up, sends it down the floor to Burkert. To the basket, he's grabbed it, fouled, plugs it in. He'll go to the line for the three-point try. We talked about Burkert maybe getting the action here in the second half, and he's done so here early on.
He got hit pretty good.
Beanie on the foul.
It was almost like a receiver going over the middle, getting shot like with the safety.
Third team foul on the Falcons, and here's Burkert trying for the three-point play. He's got it. 32-23. Biggest lead of the game. Poland on top. 5:30 to play third quarter. He's balling across the timeline, guarded by Austin Wilson now in the game. For the Bulldogs, pass off the left side to Sanders. They try the entry. Pangio knocked away, comes up to Bowen. Bowen on the dribble, right in the lane. To Bryce Hall in the tall store, has it stripped away by Baker. Scoops it back to Nick Gaidos. Down the left side, comes to his right, center circle. Checked by Sanders. Nick Gaidos on the dribble, works to his left. Still with the ball, pass off to Austin Wilson between the circles. 5 minutes, third quarter. 32-23. Poland on top. Wilson holds it on Bullen. Takes him on the left wing. Sends it back to Gaidos, point left. Comes to his right, center circle. Nick Gaidos dribbles on Sanders. Bounce off to Burns, coming out of high right. Looks for the cutter. Off to Baker. Here comes the three. Good! The big guy with 3 triples. 9 points. 35-23.
Just like that, it's a 12-point lead already. This Poland kind of puts you to sleep a little bit. Now they're up by 12 already.
Ball on top of the key, Fitch in. Checked by Wilson. Whips it off to Sanders, left baseline. Pours, scores! 15, Jalen Sanders. His first 2. And their first points of the third quarter. Just under 4:10 to go. 35-25. Poland on top. Burns has it. Front left. Gives it off to Nick Gaidos. Guarded by Sanders. Gaidos directs traffic. And on the dribble, passes off to Baker. He gives it off to Burkert. And he'll just casually dribble out center circle. Picked up by Beanie. Hand off to Wilson. Back to Burkert in the right corner. He pours. Can't score on the 3. Burns with the follow. Got it. Jake Burns. They don't lose a lot of size with Tate Duarte out.
No, they get bigger.
Actually, they do. Burns, that's 6'6". Matt Baker is 6'5". And Burns brings a little thickness to the inside game. He'll sit down, and Dan Black comes in. 37-25. Poland, again, matching its biggest lead with a dozen.
That last trip, just Fitch got out-hustled that time. That
sure
Burkert went for the 3, and as soon as they went up, 2 guys, and Pangio kind of got blocked out.
Here's Sanders dribbling out in front on the penetration, tries to deal it off to DeFrancisco, stolen by Black. He brings it back up the left side, off to Gaidos, whip on the right side to Burkert. Quickly on the right baseline to Wilson, back to Burkert. Dribbles on Gunner, takes him in the lane, up with the runner, and it bounces in. Jared Burkert with 7 all here in the third quarter. 39-25, Poland's biggest lead. Ball back the other way. He deals it off on the dribble to Sanders. 3-ball left side. Won't go. Followed up by Pangio. Can't get it. Gets it back. Goes back up. Nope. Slapped around. Comes down to Burkert. Down the left side to Guidos. Down the floor to Black, who puts it up right in the basket. He's hammered and fouled. And Black will shoot 2. Who'd they call?
Sanders. Yeah, Sanders on this one.
That's his first, team 4th. And here's Dan Black shooting 2, steps up with 5 points. And again, the 6'4" senior averaging 11-4 per game. 39-25 Bulldogs. Bends and sends it. Good. 40-25. Burns back in for Poland. Baker sits down.
Well, the intensity is picked up on defense, definitely in the Poland end. They're doing a great job right now holding.
Black hits the pair.
Fitch to only 2 points right now.
41-25. And it was 24-23 to break. You do the math. 16-point lead. Ball on the backcourt off the screen. Fitch in, drives to the basket. As he goes up with the shot, he's blocked the foul on the way. And here's the call. And it goes on Dan Black. That's his second. 2:40 third quarter. Team 3rd. Bowen will shoot 2. Don't forget, you can see tonight's game starting next Tuesday at 10:30 on Armstrong, 20 and 100. As Bowen rattles the first one in. He's in with 10 points now. And again, after that airing on Tuesday night, check your guide for other air times during the week. Then again, always a reminder to check out Loose Change. My guest on our new show will be Bob Larica, former Warren Reserve and Harding coaching great, as Bowen hits the pair. 41-27, pulling back the other way, they throw it away. Zach Carr will get it in to Derek Gunner in the ball game, and he hands it back to Bowen. A little more pressure defensively. Nick Romeo on Bowen in the backcourt. Brings him up the left side. Steps on the gas, takes it low left, loses the ball on the baseline, sends it out high right to Carr, gives it off to DeFrancisco, who's called for travel.
That's the big problem is 6 turnovers now just in this third quarter.
Quality Pet Market is the official sponsor of Fitch Falcons basketball. Quality Pet Market located inside the Weston Plaza, Austintown, right here on 570 WKBN. Pulling in, Romeo out front, under pressure, lobs it off to Black. He makes his move on DeFrancisco, and they're going to call DeFrancisco for a foul.
That's going to be his 4th.
Yes. Team 5th. 14-point Poland lead. Baseline in, Romeo into Burns, left of the key. Off to Mike Guidos, and they blow it dead away from the ball as Bryce Hall hits the floor. I think it's on Black. No. No, it goes on Hall. His second. Team 6th. 2 minutes to go, third quarter, 41-27. Pulling on top. Burkert, right corner. Dials 3, can't connect. And it comes down to Hall. Here come the Falcons. Ball on the right side. Shakes his guy, gives it off to Fangio. Right at the key, and he shoots and scores. Rattles it down.
Impressive shot, taking his game a little further away from the hoop that time.
He's got 13. He's got a nice soft shot. 41-29. Pulling on top, working the offense. Burns out high right. Lobs it left side to Burkert. Checked by Gunner. Now it goes to Guidos. Nick between the circles. To Black. 3 money, can't get it. And there's a push off for the rebound. And it goes on Kyle Dixon. That's his 4th.
And just trying to get inside and got caught with a little push there.
Team 5th. Fitch backcourt in. Balling up the floor on Wilson. In the front court on the right side, whips it off to Carr. Right wing. He'll dribble right in the lane. He's called for travel. We're having a real problem with that tonight.
I agree with Coach Bay. It looked like he got slapped on the wrist, too, and kind of got bumped, which caused him to travel.
1 minute to go, third quarter. Pulling up 41-29 on Fitch. Dan Black lobbying tight to Burns, who shoved and fouled. Or are they going to call offense? Yeah,
they're going to get offensive foul.
Yeah, Burns is stepping to the free throw line thinking he's going to shoot. He gets called for the foul.
It'll be his third.
Team fifth. Ball's in a Gunner. Hands it off to Boland. Here comes the Falcons. 50 seconds. Quarter. Gunner now. Across the timeline. Picked up by Nick Gaidos. Bounced off the point left to Boland. Check by Wilson. Takes him into the key. Goes to the goal. And he carried the ball and it's called for travel. That was a good off-right guard.
That looked like the running back.
Two hands on the ball, top and bottom.
Running back going up the goal line for the touchdown.
Running A-gap. 41-29.
I thought that was going to be a problem. I saw him cut. He almost was pulling it into his side. I'm like...
Well, I think initially he wanted to pass it off and realized there was nobody open, so he was just going to
just hold it up.
Continue to carry. 15 seconds to go, third quarter.
See if they missed it. They missed it.
Burkert on the right side. Back to Nick Gaidos. 6 seconds. Gaidos, right arc. To Burkert in the right corner. Back to Gaidos. Long three. Rim glass, no at the buzzer. And that will do it for our third quarter, which has been brought to you in part by Baird Brothers Fine Hardwoods, America's source for fine hardwood products since 1960, online at BairdBrothers.com. And, of course, don't forget, we'll have our Charlie's Player of the Game at our postgame show, Charlie's Restaurant in Boardman and Niles. We hit the fourth quarter with our score, Poland 41, Fitch 9, here on 570 WKBF.
That didn't take long.
Just a loose connection. Easy fix. If there's nothing else, I'll be on my way.
So, what about the bill?
No charge, Mr. Anderson. Armstrong doesn't charge for most routine service calls.
Wait, what do you mean, no charge? As in Zippo?
Zip.
Zilch.
Zero.
Nada.
Nothing.
Nil.
No charge.
No charge for most routine service calls. Armstrong, one wire, infinite possibilities.
Back at Poland, and the fourth quarter is underway. While we're away, Jake Burns fouled by Pangio, and it's a 1-1 for the Bulldogs now. And Burns comes through with the front end. He's got 3. Give him the pair. He's got 4, and pulling up 43-29. Jim Evans along with Bob Cavalier. 7:50 to play in the game. And the Bulldogs blowing it open in the third quarter, outscoring the Falcons 17-6. Pitch in. Gunner dribbles out in front. Bounce off to Pangio. Right arc. Knocked away by Black. Anthony gets it back. Pangio looks to clear. Does so to Bullen, along with Hall and Carr for the Falcons. And as Bullen makes his move on the right side, he's blocked the foul by Black. That's his third. Team 6th. Poland with Black, Nick Gaidos, Burkert, Baker, and Wilson. Ball's in out front to Gunner. Bounce to the right side to Boland. Here's the 3. Nope. Slapped down loose, picked up by Hall on the right side. They reset to Boland at the free throw line. To Pangio, knocked away, and Boland runs it down. Pass off to Hall. Deep right wing. Back to Boland, point right. 43-29 Poland. Boland on a dribble on Wilson. Bounce off to Gunner in the right corner. Checked by Gaidos. Lob out in front to Carr. He gives it up to Pangio, left side. Works on Black. Low left in his office over the soft shot. In tight, won't go, and it bounces down to Poland. Gaidos on the bust out. To Baker to the basket. Lays it up. Can't get it. It comes off flat to Carr. Here the Falcons. Boland in 5th gear. Drives in the lane. Scoops it off to Pangio. Knocked away. Loose. Pile up. Jump ball. And the possession goes to Poland.
And one of the biggest problems that third quarter, 8 turnovers by Fitch. They had 7 at halftime. They now have 15 in the game.
No, I thought it was possession Poland. Fitch. Ball's into Hall. Takes it in tight. Up with the shot. Over Baker and sticks it. Good move by Bryce Hall. 43-31. Still a long way to go. 6:25 to play in the game. Here are the Bulldogs. Gaidos, right wing in the corner. Dribbles out on top. Passes off to Baker. Back to Gaidos. Nick comes to his right. Center circle. 43-31 Poland. Pass now to Burkett. Front right. It's open on the cut. Baker's there and he plugs it in. Great work. Baker with 11.
Yeah, coming off the bench, did a great job once again playing because Duarte got hurt, making the best of his minutes.
Here are the Falcons. Pangio low left, up with the shot, blocked from behind by Baker, and then it comes down out of bounds. And Matt still had a hand on it, and it's Fitch ball. 45-31 Bulldogs. Here's Burns back in. That's a real luxury when you can shuffle big guys like this for Poland.
Yeah, like I said, they take Black out Duarte and they get bigger. It's kind of scary.
Poland gets it into Hall on the left side. Checked by Gaidos, back to Bowen. Gets Gaidos in the air, takes a baseline, gets it inside to Hall, he sticks it, plus tax. Bryce Hall for the three-point play. Burkert on the foul.
Bryce Hall coming off the bench for Fitch now, giving some, this is
a little spark, which is what they need.
Coach Meany talked about finding some scoring in other places. And
Hall with 4. Each team with 7 fouls now. Well, he's got a lot of arc on that shot, and he drains it. At the free throw line with 5, Bryce Hall cuts it to 45-34.
Big foul Burkett. That's going to be his third. So if this Fitch could extend his game a little bit, you got Dixon with 4, and then
Burkett with 3.
And Black with 3.
Yep.
So
Poland working the offense out in front. Gaidos has it now left wing. Gives it off to Burns, to Burkett. Right arc. Comes out on top. Deals it back to Gaidos. To Burns on the bounce, the right baseline. He passes off to Wilson. Picked up by Bowen. Scoop off to Gaidos. Right sideline. Lob inside to Burns. Up on Pangio. Fills it in. Jake Burns with 6. 47-34. Fitch in. Poland the gunner back to right side. Off the screen. Bowen on the dribble. Line lane. Tries to deal it to Hall. Pass is too tall, out of bounds. Poland ball. Here's Black and Dixon back in for Poland.
And look now, they may go a little offense defense here if they could do that. With 4:43 left, Poland may do that every once in a while here.
With Gaidos presses it up the floor on the right side. Lob inside to Burns again, and they blow it dead away from the ball.
So Burns 4th.
All right, call push off on Burns. Yep. That's his 4th. Team 8. State Farm Insurance agent Jan Cephalou. He is the official sponsor of Poland Bulldogs basketball here on 570 WKBN. Get to a better state with State Farm. Jim Evans, Bob Cavalier, 4:30 to play in the game. 47-34, Poland on top. Fitch working the offense, and they blow it dead again. And it looks like it'll go on Dixon.
Wow, Dixon just fouled out.
Dixon on the grab. He is out of the game. And he sits down with 14 points. And that leads all scorers. So now, Kyle Dixon fouls out. And again, Tate Duarte injured early in the second quarter. He's rolling an ankle. He's out of the game.
Grisdale getting a free timeout out of this.
You could win a Pizza Hut coupon. All you have to do is enter the 50-50 drawing at any of our game broadcast sites for your chance to feast on pizza. Do we have a winner yet?
Nope, not yet. Probably the guy that took the coupon.
I thought he brought it over to you. So.
I thought he was going to bring the winner too. And She just asked for the coupon and took it. She's probably eating in the lobby right now.
And here's DeFrancisco at the free throw line, and he drains the front end. Dom with his first point. Averages 12-2 per game. So off his game here tonight. Dip steals, good. It's the pair. 47-36. Full court pressure now on the setup defensively for the Falcons. On the inbound, it's into Baker. Pulling backcourt. Baker on the dribble is shoved and fouled by Bryce Hall.
Pulling them tight here.
Wow. Remember, that was the touch foul. That was it.
Yeah.
That's his third. Teammate. Brian Beanie not happy with that one.
Yeah,
you can hear him.
I agree with you. I was just going to say it.
Matt Baker at the free throw line for the Bulldogs. 1-1. Has the front end. Baker, again, I mean, he's always going to get playing time with the way they rotate lines, but considerable more playing time tonight for Tate Duarte. 48-36.
They didn't take the winner, but no.
Baker hits the pair. We got a winner, but they didn't get the coupon.
Maybe they donated back to us.
I don't know. It's Cindy Priscilla of New Waterford. 49-36. Pulling on top. Falcons work the offense. Low right to Pangio. In his office, he fills it up, and he'll go to the free throw line. Foul. And it goes on Baker. That's his first 10th team foul on the Bulldogs. 4:11 to play in the game. That's still a lot of time. 49-38.
Yeah, we have 4 minutes left. Hits this one. He cut to 10 here.
Pangio's played a nice game tonight with 13. In and out on the front end. No good. Baker with a board. Back the other way. Guidos in the backcourt on Sanders. Cross the line. Push the right corner to Black. Now it's front right to Burkert. Now to Guidos. Drives the right baseline. Back to Black. Low right block up with a shot on Pangio. Won't go. Rebound down to Sanders. Here come the Falcons. Sanders out in front. Bumped from behind by Black. No call. Sanders still on the dribble. Passes off to Bullen. Point left. Comes to his right. Guarded by Burkert. Bounce right wing to Sanders. To Pangio inside the free throw line. Guns it. Can't get it. And it bounces down to Wilson. And a tie-up and a jump ball. Poland ball. So the Falcons with a good defensive sequence the last time down as the Bulldogs trying for the touchdown pass to Baker on the post route, and he can't get to it, and it's Fitch ball. 3:32 to play in the game. 49-38 Bulldogs. Sanders trots up the floor. Will be picked up by Guidos in the front court. Whips it right corner to Bullen. Shoots. Can't hit the three. Long rebound down on the baseline. Picked up by Guidos. It races down the floor in the middle. Down shifts. Now slides to his right. Takes it to the right baseline of the basket. Scoop off to Wilson. To the hoop. And he fills it up and he's fouled. Austin Wilson. His first points. And they call Bullen on the foul. That's his first, team ninth. Here's Austin Wilson trying for the three-point play. He's got it. 52-38. So the Bulldogs get a little more breathing room after the Falcons were cutting into it. And Sanders in the backcourt under pressure throws the ball away as he was trying to get it on a double team to Bullen. Again, Poland playing without Kyle Dixon, who was fouled out. Tate Duarte injured early in the second quarter. And, of course, Fitch going the entire game without Scott Duffy. Here's Mike Guidos going to shoot the three. Line drive, hits it. (55-38). Fitch in. Boland attacks the rack. Scoops over the left hand. Won't go. Partially blocked. Comes down to the Bulldogs. Guidos down the right side. Whips the left side to Burkert. Pumps it. Can't dump it on the three. Mike Guidos with the rebound. He works on the right side. Whips it to Nick. Point right. Checked by Sanders. 2:25 to play in the game. Guidos dribbles to his left. Passes back to Burkert. Point left. Picked up by Boland. 55-38 Bulldogs. Burkert dribbles down to the baseline. Door shut. And they're just going to work clock now as it goes back to Nick Guidos. Guidos on Sanders. Takes the baseline. Peels it off to Mike Guidos. And he tries to pass off left baseline to Black, and it's knocked out of bounds by Pangio. Poland ball. 2:04 to play in the game. And the Bulldogs back in control. Comfortably. Ball's into Burkert. Left side. Shoots the three. And he hits it. But it won't count.
Call a foul on the floor. Looks like before. Boland with the foul before the shot.
Before the shot, so that's his second. And he's teaming the double now.
Mike Guidos going to go to line to shoot too. Looks like.
Yep, it'll be 5'9" junior.
And Boland was holding
Mike
on the
Guidos.
inbounds pass.
He's in with a triple. Shooting two. In and out. Nightline Embroidery and Screen Print has new Adidas apparel in stock and a lot more. Now offers athletic shoes in adult and youth sizes. Stop it at 16 West Liberty Street, Girard. Nightline Embroidery and Screen Print. As Mike Guidos splits the pair, he's got four. 56-38 Poland. Ball in the back court, behind the back, across the line on Mike Guidos, takes him on the right side on the dribble. Now he's going to deal it off on the cut to Frank DeFrancisco. He can't get it. Taps it out in front to Sanders. Now goes to DeFrancisco, right baseline. He can't handle it. Out of bounds. Poland ball. Buck 44 to play in the game. 56-38 Poland. Nick Guidos in the backcourt, working on Sanders. Takes him left side, pulling in. And he almost shakes him and bakes him. And he loses the ball out of bounds. Fitch ball. 1:33 to play in the game. And again, we'll see the Bulldogs again next Friday night here with Canfield.
A big 224 rivalry. Should be a big one.
Always is. Fitch in. Ball on the handoff for Pangio. Drives to the basket. Hashtag Deuce. Jake Bull. Timeout, Fitch. Let's take a 30-second break. Poland in with 13. We're at 1:19 to play in the game. It's Poland 56. Fitch 40 here on 570 WKBN. Back at Poland, 56-40. Bulldogs leading the Falcons. 1:19 to play the game. You know, at halftime it was a one-point game. We thought, gee, we may have another scenario as we did in the first matchup between the two teams, which came down to the final seconds, and Poland pulling that out with a triple at the buzzer. But, boy, the Bulldogs have dominated here in the second half. They lead it by 16.
He really turned up the defensive intensity and forced a lot of turnovers. They're already up to 18 now. They have 11.
Working it up in the backcourt on the dribble. And then the Bulldogs are called for an offensive foul. Or did he say he stepped out of bounds? He stepped out of bounds. 1:12 to play.
So they had 11 turnovers just in the second half.
Wow. Ball into the front court on Mike Guidos. He drives to the basket again, and they blow it down on the way. foul goes on Mike Gaidos. His first, and we got both teams in the double. Don't forget, we'll have our O'Charlie's Player of the Game in our post-game show. O'Charlie's, good food, good times, as always. Jake Bullen dips, steals good. And he's in with 14 points. With Bryce Hall back in for Fitch. 56-41. Bullen bends and sends. Got it. 56-42. Full court pressure now by Fitch. Bullen ball backcourt into Black. Taps it back to Baker, away from Gunner. Now to Mike Gaidos. Still in the backcourt. Weaves his way through traffic. And he deals it back. Had an open lane to the basket.
A smart move there.
Gaidos, yep.
Kicks it back out, run some clock here.
You know, even if he'd have gone and made the basket, he would have got yelled at.
Yeah, probably.
And we're clocked now. Nick Gaidos works on Bullen. Takes it right side. Pass off to Mike Gaidos.
About Poland, it's so hard to trap them because they have so many guys. They have the biggest guy on the court here bringing the ball down the court with Matt Baker. It's so hard to defend them.
And there's Nick Gaidos to the basket, and he plugs it in. Had to take that open lane. And Nick with his first points.
That's why he did it. He had to get the score column.
58-42. 14 seconds to play in the game. And we'll play this one out. Fitch with the ball. Ball on the right side. In traffic. Deals it off the Hall. Comes up loose. Picked up by Nick Gaidos. Knocked away by Sanders. Goes out of bounds with 1.4 to play in the game. We'll see again. That'll be in our regular season finale at home with Boardman. February 20th. There's the ball in. And basket by Mike Gaidos. He looks at everybody and says, what was I going to do? There was nobody around him. He plugs it in to end the game. Our final score, Poland 60, Fitch 42. Here on the Baird Brothers Game of the Week on 570 WKBF.